My Honda only makes 100 horsepower, so we're gonna take this slow turd and turn it into a straight beast. Previously, I installed the turbo and the manifold, but there's still so many things on the list that still need to be done. The goal is to make 3 times more power than stock and use all those extra horses to gap a K-Series or a muscle car. But can we do it? So the Civic is missing an exhaust setup. So I went on eBay and I bought random 90 angle piping and a 45 piping. They're already V-banded already. It just makes it a lot easier if they're V-band like this. So that way, look, obviously it's loose, but I could adjust it as much as I want, any angle that I want. And that way it's less fabrication because I don't know how to weld. Because the turbo that we're using is not gonna be a V-band, I actually ordered this flange. So it's a 5-bolt flange that goes into the turbo into a V-band. So that way we can connect this downpipe together. There's no bolts that came with the downpipe, and when I was looking around the house, I only found the longest one possible. There was nothing short, so I just used it in the meantime in order to have everything bolted up. We could just make a quick trip to Home Depot, but we'll leave this on for now just to get the idea of how it's gonna look. I'm a little skeptical because I'm not sure if it's gonna completely clear, but we'll see. But as I was putting the downpipe together, something went wrong. Okay. One little problem. Unfortunately, I can't put the extra piping to go right under the oil pan because, well, fortunately this is too big, so we're gonna have to order one that's a little bit smaller. I have to rotate this band so it doesn't hit the shroud, but other than that, it seems like it cleared just fine. You can see right there where the pipe is shooting downwards to the ground, and that's where we kind of want it. For now, technically, we do have a down pipe. I just, like I said, I need to get better studs so I can clamp this all the way down. I had one of my friends come over to give me a helping hand. It's hard to put the intercooler by yourself, so I definitely needed the help. Never put one on before. Seems like it comes with the threads already on it. But even with the help, it wasn't an easy bolt on. It's having trouble lining up because, well, the intercooler piping that goes from the throttle body to the intercooler, it can't go anymore because we have to make basically a custom hole in order to make this fit. So that way when we put this piping up like so, it'll go up through here and to the intercooler. Now we have to do, well, we have to slap more money into this. We're gonna take it a little bit easier and we're gonna try to install some new injectors. The reason why we need to run bigger injectors is because we need more fuel. And with more fuel, that means we can run more power. We're gonna be running the 100 tune injectors. These are 1000cc 100 tune injectors. For some of you that don't know, 1000cc injectors online can run you from $500 all the way to $1,000. With these 100 tune injectors, they're 1000 cc's and you can literally buy it off his website for only $200. If you're on a budget and you need high flowing injectors, this is the way to go. My car is a OBD2, so this is gonna help convert from the OBD2 and plug it into the injector. So these little clips right here are gonna make what makes it work. If you don't have any fuel support, you're just gonna run dry, and that is not a good thing. We definitely need fuel. Removing the fuel rail was pretty easy. There's only 2 bolts holding it in. Just like that. Assembled and ready to go.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's probably shooting 150, 180, and this is the 1000. So look at that. Looks so good. And it's black. Black is always better. But because the injectors are a lot longer, we ran into an issue with the fuel rail. So all the injectors are on. However, there is one problem. The stud, the black stud right there is too short, which means the fuel rail is loose, and obviously we don't want that. And we're gonna have to find something longer in order to keep this rail in place. Luckily, the injectors are a small fix. The intercooler is more of a bigger fix. Even though we ran in a couple obstacles, that didn't stop me from trying to finish this turbo build. So next, we try to finish out the feed line. The oil feed line is very important because if the turbo has no oil, this thing will blow. Now that it's finally in the back of the block, all we need to do is have this oil feed line plop onto here so that way we can drip the oil. To finish out the oil feed line, I put the oil adapter plate on so that way it can fully connect to the turbo. I also went to a local hardware store so that way all the missing bolts on the exhaust is going to be fully attached. I finally have the downpipe fully seated. Look at those eBay pipes. They definitely fit pretty good for how they are. Unfortunately, the feed line is meant for the other manifold, so that's why it's too high, and because of this, we can't run it because it'll hit the hood. This is kind of where we stop here for now. I'm not gonna lie, at this point I'm feeling very discouraged. There's so many obstacles that we're running just to get this thing going, and every time I try to put this together, it seems like it always has a step back. We're gonna try to attempt to put a new oil pan on. When you're feeding oil to the turbo, you need oil to come in to lubricate it, but also you need oil to return back into the engine. The original oil pan does not have a bung, and without that bung, I can't attach any line to it in order to return the oil back to the engine. But as I thought I was gonna install this oil pan in this video, I checked O'Reilly's, I checked AutoZone, I checked Advance, and unfortunately, they all were sold out. I'm gonna have to order it. Oh man. For now, we're gonna make this custom and do some drilling and cutting. I couldn't line up the intercooler by myself, so I asked my mom for a helping hand so that way I can make a mark where I need to drill the holes. So this could go really good or really bad. Yep, you see the light through it? It's kind of hard to focus on camera, but the light is through. I'm not gonna lie, the metal on the crash bar was pretty tough, but that's a good thing, so that way it could save my life as well. Bro, look at all those shavings. That's how much I had to shave off holes that I made. They're definitely a lot bigger, so that way it could clear not only this nipple that's on the intercooler, but as well, I need the stud to clear as well so I can put it all the way through. Hopefully I made my measurements right, so that way this could just slide right up. So I got the intercooler on, but sorta. The thing is like the bolt that I have is actually too long for it, and that's why all this extra thread is just hanging off. I'll try to mock it up as best as I can with some boxes. I wanted to give you guys at least an idea of how it's gonna look. I will attempt to try to put the charge pipe. Can't do the other side because I have to do a little bit of cutting, but we'll do that in the next video. But for now, let's just mock up at least one side. As of this side, it doesn't look too bad. Everything lines up for the most part. And obviously I'm supposed to put clamps down to seal this, but this is temporary for now because we still need to change out the bolts. If you look very closely where the turbo meets and the intercooler, it is definitely at a different angle. So we're gonna have to get a custom coupler, like probably a 90-degree coupler in order to connect both of them together. And this is unfortunately where I have to stop here. I can't do anything much further because some things I have to special order, but I am pretty happy where it's at right now. Obviously we weren't able to get this car started, but hopefully in the next video we will be able to. Compared to the previous video, we definitely made a lot more progress, so I give a thumbs up for that, and make sure y'all guys give a thumbs up too. That lets me know if y'all guys want to see more Civic content. The more likes, the faster the Civic content will come out, but if not, the Civic content might never come out if you don't drop a like, so make sure to do so. But with how it's looking, I can't wait to get a Hellcat!